No,
The
it's young
complexity
Leo.
of it.
What's
Young Leo
complex
is
about the
a baddie,
Titanic?
bro.
The Titanic, they get on a boat and it sinks. That's it. That's it. What's complex?
Yeah, but
What's complex?
it's a
I'm Mady.
And I'm Carolyn.
And we're
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
And we're just some podcast.
Why didn't you do it?
I thought you said that we weren't doing it. I thought we were doing that. I thought you were doing it with me. Oh, and we're just some podcast. Would totally do a summer weekend, guys.
Well, we're gonna have fun for the premiere.
We are. The premiere, Lottie's Girl, May 25th in Estes Park. It'll be really fun.
It's in my calendar.
Good. Buy your merch. I have not bought my merch yet. My merch is not here.
I'm buying the river one.
Hell yeah.
I have to buy the river
River's
one.
so
It's
funny.
so good.
So today's episode is about Valentine's, or no, like romance movies and books. Niko said he does not have any romance books prepared.
I do not read romance books. I'm so sorry.
What kind of books do you read?
I usually
Boring ones?
don't read strictly romance books, but since my readings with Maddie, I've read more. But I usually read like I like it to be like an intense story or like intense situation, and there's like a touch of romance in there. You know,
I love a
It's
good
like,
I do
romance.
too.
like Hunger Games.
Yeah,
And,
yeah,
like,
I do
Hunger
too.
Games is great.
Yeah.
Only one I've read, I'm an early adopter, Court of Thorns and Roses. I read it in the first week that it came out.
Yeah.
I hated it.
That's crazy.
It was the worst
and you know,
book
and that's
I've ever read in my life.
And that's fair. And that's fair.
we here
Dude.
are not super. We don't really. We're kind of in that same category. So I read those 3 books. I read Court and the rest of them. Just the first 3 that she did. And I was like, okay, cool. I'm really tired of this author. But one of my good friends was like, you should read Throne of Glass.
Don't do
I was
it.
like,
Don't do it.
okay, that's 7
wait.
more books.
Don't
I
do
kinda
it.
liked
7 more
it.
books.
You
I think I read
liked
it before.
it?
I read
You
it
like
before
Throne of Glass
Throne
more
of
than
Glass.
Court. I agree
Yes.
that Throne of Glass is a better story, but I'm not reading 7 books because Sarah J. Maas's author voice makes me want to throw up and die, unfortunately. Like, I just don't like her author voice. And so I was like, I made it to book 5 and then I put them down. Like, I literally had 2 books left. Like, I could have
5.
finished the series. And I was like, I can't read this one more time. Like, please hire an editor. I'm begging you.
I love these books.
How many do you
Shut
read
up.
a month again?
30, probably 10, 15, a lot.
It's like,
It
I feel like it's
ranges.
every few days. Every few days, I feel like you're like, I gotta find a new book.
Yeah. It
That's a
ranges
problem.
from like, I would say a month. I would say 8 to 15 books a month.
psychotic. That's actually
That's not
psychotic.
psychotic. It's normal. It's a normal amount of books to read.
That's, no.
Yes, it is. I think
It doesn't-
so. But for someone, okay, I'm on Book Talk. I mean, I don't make videos or anything, but like there are people on there who read like 30 books a month. Like I am like whatever.
Okay, here's my question. How could you possibly read a book a day? Like, do you speed read at an insane
I
level?
guess you could. Okay, here's what I do because I will do like half audiobook, half reading. So usually during the day, if I'm like busy doing stuff or cleaning, I'll put my audiobook on. So then I can get like 2 hours through the book. And some of these romance books or like fiction books are only like 8 hours long, maybe. So if you're just listening to it for 2 hours a day,
hate
and you read in the
audiobooks.
morning or read at night.
So-
Audiobooks can be rough. I've listened to dramatized versions, which I like more. Sometimes it's just like the reader's bad, and if that happens, I just don't like. I'll turn it off. But I like audiobooks because my ADHD is too crazy for me to focus on a book anytime that isn't like in bed at night. So
Damn.
Like the books that I plan to read this month.
Oh god.
Where is it? Here's one. I'm very excited about this one. And then I'm reading, how do you say it, Carolyn? Babel? Is it Babel?
Babel.
it's Babel. Yeah.
Babel.
Oh,
And then
it's crazy.
why? What's crazy? Are you reading it?
So no, so we have a visitor here that she's like sitting on the couch over there, like a friend,
Yeah.
and she recommended Babel to me, and I hated it, and she was so offended.
Oh, you hated it? I like
I
the
gave it back. I didn't even finish it. I
I
okay,
love
well then
that
you
that
can't
author
say
though.
I really like
want to
the
read her
author.
stuff.
And then To Kill a Curse by Jennifer Jenkins, and then Theo asked us to read Anna Karenina.
But it's like a Russian classic from like the 1800s or something. That's
Yeah.
always Theo. Theo will be like, "Hey, check out this book," and I'll look it up, and it's like published in 1905.
It's there's a movie on it, yeah.
Yeah,
It's
it's with
this
Keira Knightley.
it's directed by Joe Wright, and I only know that because he also did Pride and Prejudice, and he also did oh, what's that movie called? It still has Keira Knightley. Keira Knightley was hired for all those movies. What's it called? It's devastating though. So, not a good movie for Valentine's Day. Atonement. Atonement. He did Pan? No, he did not. Did he really do Pan?
Was it good? I did not see it. Wait, the
Pan?
early Pan? Like the early 2000s one?
Pan with Hugh
Is that
Jackman.
what it is? Oh, no. Didn't see
Okay,
that
don't
one.
say ooh like that because I used to like that movie.
So, what romance movies did you guys watch recently? I watched Pride and Prejudice today, but that was
Of
because I was
course, it's
editing.
the best movie ever.
Oh my gosh, no.
An Affair to
2005.
Remember. They just put it on Netflix.
Oh my gosh, I need to rewatch it. I haven't seen it in a while.
It's
an
so
affair to
good.
remember.
Yeah, have you seen it?
It's old. It's really good.
It's
Oh, it's so good.
I cry every time. That was a Mama Kerr
It's a gut
recommendation
wrench. It's a gut
for
wrench, dude.
sure. Oh my gosh, the twist at
I
the
watched it at my grandparents' house. Sorry, go ahead.
no, it's just the twist that gets
Yeah, the
you in
twist is
the end.
crazy.
Wait, is it like a Hallmark movie or has it got like real actors?
No, it's from
It's
the 50s.
it's
Oh, it's one of
yeah.
those.
It's just a romance.
Yeah, let me find what year it is. Because I think it's also Cary
57.
Grant. Like, it's a great movie.
It's
Oh my gosh, look
great.
at that poster. Oh wait, come on.
Dude, I love the 50s style posters.
Look at that poster. It's a great movie. Recommend it. But yeah, they finally put it on Netflix, so I don't have to buy it anymore.
I feel like I've never seen a movie from other than uh, The Wizard of Oz in my life.
Like from the 50s? Have you seen It's
Yeah,
a Wonderful
how
Are you
Life?
serious?
I haven't seen It's a Wonderful Life.
Oh, that movie's so good.
That's
It's
a good
And
so
movie.
good.
this is why I'm terrible for this. I haven't seen a Pride and the Prejudice. Pride and
Like
Prejudice, which
like
you
any
guys
of
have
Get
gotten
them.
him
on me
off.
about
Get
before.
him off the screen. Get him off the screen. You haven't seen Pride
I
and
swear I've seen so
Prejudice?
many. I've seen so many romance movies, but I haven't seen Pride and Prejudice.
Pride and
Are
Prejudice.
you
Okay,
crazy?
so the analysis is crazy. Pride and Prejudice 95 follows the story like to a T, like page by page. It's
Hmm.
super long. It's 6 hours. Pride and Prejudice '05 is like such a good film. Like it's a beautifully shot film. It doesn't follow everything to a T, but it's really good. So it's a great, I think it's the
It could,
best movie. 95 is the best
yeah.
interpretation, but '05 is the best
Yes.
movie.
'05 is the best movie because they cut out like okay, Catherine, this is not about you, but Catherine disagrees with me on this. And it's I don't what I really like about the movie is that they cut out all the parts where it's like, oh, I'm going to this person's house, and then I'm gonna go to this person's house, and then I'm gonna go home and then go to this person's house. Like it just cuts all that stuff out and just sticks to the important stuff.
Well,
Yeah, it
it's
just
just
takes
because
all the filler.
it just goes like it
Yeah.
reads like a book, like the whole thing, because that's why it's so long. And but it is Colin Firth, and I freaking love Colin Firth, so I watched
Mhm.
it a lot. But
I
I've
do love Colin Firth.
2005 is such a good film, though. Like as a film, it's
Yes.
really good, and it's really funny. Like it's awkwardly edited in like the best way. It's so funny. Um,
Yes.
it's a great movie
I also
and
love
great acting.
Sense and Sensibility. That's also a really good one. I don't know how old that is though, like 90s? 90 something?
I feel like it has to be like early 2000s or 90s. Yeah. Nico, what romance movies have you watched recently?
Okay, so Like the new
It's
ones?
gonna be like
Any.
anyone but you, Sydney Sweeney, and I'll kill you for
Nah,
that.
nah, nah, nah. We Live in Time, the movie with Florence Pugh and Andrew Garfield.
Get out.
Guys,
Devastating.
Wait, that movie was
Devastating.
devastating. Yeah, and
yeah, I have not watched it.
I watched it on a
it's
plane, Nico.
it's you were crying, huh?
Yes, the person next to me had to comfort me because I was crying in my seat.
It's like one of those like it's almost a generic cancer story, but like because Florence Pugh and Andrew Garfield,
Yeah.
the way they deliver it is just like, damn.
It's just so like I don't know. I was talking about the ending. We obviously can't talk. I don't know. We can't talk about the ending.
We
But the
can't tell.
way
Yeah, at this
Yeah,
point,
I
it's
don't
good.
think
You should.
the movie's not even a year old yet, so definitely not.
no, we can't. But it's really good.
Yeah,
I loved it.
yeah.
Um,
Call Me by Your Name, toxic romance, but kind of hot, right?
I never
So,
saw it.
what?
I never saw it. I don't like Timothy Chalamet.
What?
I don't like him.
Wait, okay. Can you elaborate? Because he's like
I
one of the best
just I
actors of
don't
our
I
time.
mean, I think he's
So
funny.
confused.
Like I've seen all his SNL
Yeah.
skits. I think he's hilarious. But there's just something about him that I can't pinpoint. I just don't like him.
Like as
Like
an
there's
actor, or you're just not attracted to him?
maybe both. I the first movie I saw him in was Little Women. I think he did okay, but I was just like, nah, no, but
Guys, I'm not gonna lie, there hasn't been a single romance movie that's come out this year that has made me want to see it. Like I'm looking at all the 2024 ones, and I'm like,
Carolyn,
it's all
My Old Ass. I was telling Maddie about it. Did you see My Old Ass?
oh, My Old Ass. Okay, I take it back. My Old Ass is what I do want to see,
It was
you want to
but
so
see it? You
all
good.
the
haven't
rest
seen
of
it?
them, maybe.
It's I liked it. I liked it a lot. I thought it was sweet
I loved it.
and
It's like
funny.
a it's like a movie from like a time past. Like you don't really see movies like that anymore. Like kind of rom-com, but it's actually
Yeah.
hits deep. Yeah,
Oh, I love it when rom-coms hit deep, dude.
exactly. That's
Because
exactly what it
I'm
is. And you
looking at
don't
the
expect it.
list, and it's like the idea of you, please.
Oh, did you guys see that movie with Blake Lively that got,
It ends
you
with
know, like a
us?
lot of yeah, did you guys see that?
Yeah, okay, so we
No,
can't we
I did not
can't
see
we
it.
can't out who it is, but we know someone who worked on the film.
No.
And so they knew all the tea before the movie came out. And so we were talking to our friend who knows the person that was on set, and they were like, "Yeah, that's insane, and here's like all the shit that went down." And it was crazy. And sorry that was very vague, but we can't give away who it was. But
Dang it.
it
I want the
was
tea.
but it was really insane. And I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. I whenever it comes out person in Hollywood toxic, I don't know. Should we all just who could have guessed? Like, really? Guys, are we so surprised? These rich people who were
I'm never
rich their whole
surprised.
lives, who were born rich and who get everything they want all the time suck?
Yeah, the Nepos, like,
Come
yeah.
on. Come on,
I
guys.
just
Blake Lively's never
no,
auditioned for a project. Yeah, of course she freaking sucks. Right?
she did.
Question
And
mark.
he was
I
like,
didn't watch
she's
Gossip Girl.
crazy.
I'm
You
not
never
gonna
Watch
lie.
saw
this
Gossip
Gossip
Girl?
Girl?
I thought she was
You
chill up until this point. I had no idea.
You've never
no.
seen Gossip Girl?
No. Why
Maddie's
would
left the chat. I didn't watch Gossip Girl either. Nico, there were a lot of early 2000s teenage dramas that I did not
Shame.
watch.
Yeah, I didn't
I
watch
Gossip
those.
watched,
Girl,
but I
The
watched
Vampire
some really
Diaries.
bad ones,
I,
like
I
Switched
I
Up
watched the
Birds.
Vampire Diaries. Okay. If
Wait,
Theo was on this, he would be
wait.
struggling. I have watched the Vampire Diaries and
Are
the
you
originals.
Team Steph? Are you wait? Are you Team Stefan? Or are you Team Damon?
Team Stefan.
Okay, good. Okay, then we can continue this conversation because if you're going to
Damon?
see Team
He's toxic. Damon's toxic.
he's toxic. Get
A
the
little bit,
hell
yeah.
out of my face, bro.
So,
Okay, good. Okay, you can stay on the podcast.
Guys, what's
I
the
appreciate that.
worst rom-com you've ever seen?
Oh,
The worst rom-com.
The
Anything
they're
with
worst
all
Amy
rom-com
Schumer.
good.
Okay, no, but like specific. Like, which is one that you're like, that was actually really bad. I can't believe I watched that.
Let me look. I need to look up my
I've got
list.
one. I've got one ready.
I'm
Oh, wait,
ready
let me hear.
for your list. For
Okay, my least favorite rom-com, like the worst rom-com I've ever seen, and it's crazy because I've watched 1,000 Hallmark movies, please, is Something Borrowed.
I've never
Something
even heard of
Borrowed
it.
oh
might be
my
the
gosh, you
worst
don't like
movie in the
that
world.
movie?
No,
It is.
it's funny.
Okay, wait.
Maddie, rewatch it right now and tell
No,
me
no, no, no,
what
no,
are
no,
the
no, 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 no.
redeeming qualities of
Okay,
Something
wait. Everyone
Borrowed.
relax. Everyone relax. I liked the book. Okay, the book was good. I don't love the movie because of all the miscommunication and the cheating. That was crazy.
Yeah,
Like
the cheating's
very toxic.
crazy. I'm
But
immediately like, your best friend? Are you
yes.
insane? Like, whenever I watch this shit, I'm like, have y'all ever had a good friend in your life? Y'all need to get some good friends. Because this shit's
Yeah.
insane. What do
Cuz
you mean? What do you mean?
there are some like good scenes in it for sure. Like there
Yes. Yeah, there are a few really cute
but like the
scenes.
whole concept is great. And like in the book series it's like something borrowed, something blue and like goes like what the whole thing. But that was like the only one that was like
The
interesting to me.
family, is it called The Family Jewel? Also bad.
The Family Jewel. What is that?
Family Stone. Family Stone. 2005 Christmas rom-com. Here's the thing.
I hated that
There are
movie. Hated
There
it.
is one redeeming storyline in the movie,
Oh,
and I
sure.
wish they had just made one storyline the whole movie and then taken everything else out. Because the mom getting sick scenes, they're all done really well. They're very emotional. It made me cry. They're very good. And then the fucking sisters be getting with the same guy. Who the hell's writing this shit? Have you ever had a sister before? Y'all are freaks. Y'all are freaks, and you need to get some
Yeah.
better friends. Get your friends. If your sister sleeps with your fiance, probably ditch your sister too. Okay,
Yeah.
guys?
You know
Okay, can
what?
everyone heal now, please?
I have a rom-com for you,
Gosh.
Carolyn,
That you hate?
that I hate.
All right,
Which
let's hear
one
it.
is it?
Bridget Jones.
And I can understand that. I understand why Bridget Jones is bad. That's why I
We
call it my
we
guilty
talked about this
pleasure.
like last week or something.
Okay. I freaking love that movie. I know that it's bad. Okay. I know there's like a
It's
million reasons
bad.
why it's bad. There's so many times in the movie I paused it and was like, but I
Yeah.
still ate that shit up. And yeah, I watched the second one. And I'm gonna watch the third eventually.
You
I don't know
shouldn't.
when, but I
Don't
watched
do
one
it.
and two.
Don't do it.
I
Don't do
just
it.
love Colin Firth. I'll watch all of his terrible movies. I don't care.
Sometimes
I
the
don't
actor pulls you
care.
through.
Yeah, that's what it was for me. Colin Firth is just so
And the
charming
main
and sweet in those movies. The
the
main
main
girl
girl
is a
pulls me
freak.
out. She pulls me out.
The main girl is a freak for sure. And it's like, it's because, and this is why, Niko, because I doubt you've seen this movie, and that's fine. And you could go your whole life without seeing it, and you'll be a better person for it.
I
But
kind
the
of want to see
reason
the
why
bad
it's
ones.
so bad, oh, it's funny. It's okay, so it's bad, but it's funny, and Colin Firth is so good. And I'll
Hold
say it
up.
again, it has the best kiss I've ever seen in cinema in that movie,
Ooh,
in the
that's
end of the movie.
spicy.
Um, it's not spicy, it's just a kiss, that's it. But it's such a good
Oh,
kiss that I was like,
wow.
that was insane. But hear me. Okay, Niko, listen. The reason why it's bad
Oh
is
my
because
gosh.
the whole time they're playing this girl, they're like, this girl is overweight, and like that's the whole point of the movie. And
Hmm.
she's a size 6. And she's like thinner than your average woman. And they're like, she's so overweight because she isn't like 110 pounds.
Is it early 2000s?
Uh-huh. And then it's like the
Yeah,
butt
that's
of
how it
every
was.
joke. And then she's
Yeah.
super clumsy in like a crude way. And it's just like obvious it's like it's so British humor that every time she's on screen, I'm like, it's the secondhand embarrassment is like through the roof. But Colin Firth, dude, charming as hell.
Yeah, Nico, what's one that you hate? Because I have
Is this
more that I
even
love.
is this even a rom-com? Okay. I was like hyping myself up, but I saw Sleepless in Seattle. Is that a rom-com?
You didn't like Sleepless in Seattle? Yeah,
I
it's
thought
a
it was
rom-com.
terrible. I thought it was
It's a
so
rom-com.
boring. I was
I
like,
haven't
hot
seen it
take,
since I was like
it's
It's
10.
so bad.
I don't even remember it, so it probably was boring.
That's how boring it
All I
is. I
remember
barely
is
remember it.
that She has a fiance in the beginning, and then she doesn't at the end. But that's usually how rom-coms go.
Yeah.
Um, I don't remember much.
Yeah.
Also, isn't that Tom Hanks? I'm not gonna lie, I don't love
He's
Tom
not
Hanks
a
as the romantic lead.
no,
No, I've
no,
No.
never
no.
watched a romantic movie with him and been like, wow.
He doesn't have the sex appeal for sure.
No.
Yeah.
No,
Um,
sorry. He could play a
I'm
great father figure in any film, but like,
oh yeah. Carolyn, I can't believe we talked this long and we haven't even brought up the best rom-com.
we're talking about while you were sleeping.
Yes.
I think it's because we bring it up every time, but it's so good though, guys.
So good.
Theo,
Yeah.
watch it.
Theo,
I'm gonna see if he's watching it. I
Theo
bet he
watched it
hasn't. I'm gonna kill
no.
him if he hasn't, because he's been talking about
Nico,
watching it
you
for
need to
months.
watch it. You need to
Wait,
watch it. It's
while we
called
were sleeping?
While You Were Sleeping. So it's like, oh my gosh, we talk about it every single episode because it's so good.
It's such a classic, like
Sandra
90s
Bullock.
rom-com. And it's so good. And it's also very emotional, and the acting is so good. And it's the president from Independence Day. He's the main love interest.
I love that guy.
Me
And he's
too.
such a cutie. He's
And
so
Peter
charming. He's
Gallagher.
so sweet.
And Peter Gallagher from the OC. I don't
Yeah.
know if anyone else has watched the OC, but fine.
Um, it's such a good movie. It's so good.
It's a
What's your
great
favorite
movie.
rom-com, Nika?
It's my favorite rom-com.
It's one that you watched and you were like, oh my gosh, I'll never forget this movie. I'll think about this movie
Hold up.
forever.
Hold up. I wrote down my list because I'm so bad with. It's probably Crazy Stupid Love.
Oh,
Crazy
I can't
Stupid
watch
Love
it.
is so good.
Isn't
I
it
can't
so good?
watch
And
it.
I just love Ryan
I
Gosling.
love
What?
Crazy Stupid Love. The
I
twist is
can't watch it.
amazing. The twist is
It is
so
really
good.
good.
It catches you
It
off guard
just
at the end.
Oh, it's
it's
such a good twist.
I love it when Ryan Gosling like breaks character and like laughs at the end. But I love that movie.
I
I have
love
a
that
hard time
movie.
watching it though because like parts of it is so cringy and I have trouble with like watching characters do cringy stuff and I'm just like I can't.
That's a
Yeah, if
hot
it's a
take.
Steve
What?
Carell movie, then it's gonna be tough.
Wait. What cringy stuff? I mean, Steve Carell's just cringy, but like what? What
Like
in
the
particular, Maddie?
whole like the babysitter photos thing and the father showing up at the end and being like, "Oh, you
Uh,
have pictures of my daughter" and whatever. And he's like, "What?" And it's like actually like the son and like that whole thing and I also
Yeah.
didn't care too much about the husband and wife thing because she like admits to cheating and immediately I'm like, why are you fighting for her if she cheated? Like that's the
that's
whole
true.
thing. But I love the whole Steve Carell, Ryan Gosling, and Emma whole thing. Like
The like
Yeah.
triangle of
I'll
So
whatever that
skip
was.
good.
I'll skip everything and just watch their stuff because I love that whole stuff.
Yeah.
I have
Their
the
stuff is the best.
yeah.
All right, what's your favorite, Maddie?
My favorite. Oh, besides stuff we've already listed. Um, I don't know if it's a rom-com. Ever After?
Oh, Ever After is so good. It's a romance. We'll count it. Ever After is
It's
such a good
one of
movie.
my favorite movies of all time.
I've
Like
watched a really long time ago. Hold up, I
it
barely
is
remember
So
it.
my,
good.
I could quote it as much as I can quote Ice Age. Like I love Ever After. And it's Drew Barrymore.
Oh, young Drew
Oh,
Barrymore.
I love young Drew Barrymore. I don't know. I love. I know a lot of people don't like it, but I do love versions of Cinderella, like redone.
Me
Um,
too. I'll watch all of them. I'm not gonna
I
lie.
watch all of them. I
Low
watch all
key,
of them.
I'll watch.
They're always
Yeah,
good. I'm always loving it. I
they're
don't
always
care who's
good.
in it. Oh,
What's
The
another good one?
Proposal. We haven't even talked about The Proposal. I love that
I like The
movie. Even
That
though
Proposal.
movie,
it has a lot of moments that are like, that was insane, that would never happen, but I still love it.
and it would always
Yeah.
come on TV, like when I was younger, and I would
Oh
always
yeah,
watch it, no
it
matter
was
what. Yeah,
always playing. That one and same screenwriter is Crazy Rich Asians, which is probably one of my favorite
Yes.
movies that has come out in
yeah,
the last like 10 years.
didn't expect
Oh,
it.
so good.
So
Love it.
good.
I watch it every single time I'm on a plane.
Yeah, it's always on
Every
the
single time,
it's
like,
always on the
Crazy
plane
Rich
every
Asians.
time.
Again. Here we go
I
again.
love
Yeah,
that
I love
one.
that movie so much. It makes me tear up every time. It's so good. The production, dude, whoever did the like, um, whoever was the art director on that film, incredible.
Killed it.
Incredible. So good. I just love like that amount of effort put it. Like you can just tell everything was planned, everything was it's just so good.
What about the movie Valentine's Day,
Oh,
Carolyn? And Nico, have you guys seen the movie
I have
Valentine's
not
Day?
I
seen
don't
Valentine's
think I
Day.
have.
What? Taylor Swift's in it with,
I know. I've actually seen
Wait,
her scenes, but I have not seen.
I might have, but I just have such a bad memory that I don't.
it was like when Taylor was dating Taylor Lautner, and so they had to
And
do
they're
this
both
scene together. So funny, Taylor and Taylor. Ashton Kutcher's in it. He does like I'm pretty sure that's the one where he does an airport run.
I did see it.
Um,
And it goes through all the stories. It has like
Oh
that
my gosh.
huge A-list
yes,
cast. Yeah, I
yes,
remember seeing it.
McDreamy is in it.
Yep.
Guys, How to Lose a
Love
Guy in 10
McDreamy.
Days. I really like
That's
Wait,
a
that
good
what?
movie.
one.
How to Lose
What?
a Guy in 10 Days.
Oh, I haven't seen that one.
It's Matthew McConaughey. I would say it's the only Matthew McConaughey movie that can watch besides like Interstellar, that I'm like,
You
oh,
don't
I love
like
Matthew McConaughey. It's good.
you don't like Matthew McConaughey?
Not as a
She
romantic lead.
is
I like him
crazy.
in his
You're
dramas. I don't like him
crazy.
as a
You're
romantic lead. I just
No,
don't think it's
dude.
cute. I'm just not into it. I don't believe him.
Bro, we got
Matthew
some hot
McConaughey.
takes.
Matthew McConaughey, if you're watching this,
These are some hot takes. You don't like Matthew McConaughey. You don't like Timothy. Like, what the
no,
heck?
Timothy.
I don't
He's
know.
just
I think if I feel like an actor is like cocky, like we can't even go into Tom Cruise, dude, or I'll freak out.
He's a
But
Scientologist.
like
Kind of weird.
he's a freak. But like usually if I don't know, sometimes I just get the ick, and I got the ick for Matthew McConaughey, and then it was also like for some reason the week that I got the ick for Matthew McConaughey, that was like all we were watching was Matthew McConaughey movies. And I was like, I don't want to see this man ever again.
You
I'm
Please.
the
don't like
opposite.
that.
I
But
always want to see
great
Matthew
Interstellar
McConaughey.
though.
Me too.
I
13
love
going on
him.
30?
Oh, I totally
Dude,
forgot about that.
freaking love
So
that
good.
movie. I
Oh,
love that movie with my
Seen that
whole
a million
heart,
times.
guys.
I
Me too.
I do like that movie. I just can't watch it anymore though because I remember growing up, Autumn, she had like a 13 going on 30 phase where we watched it every single night, and I was like, Autumn, I can't do this anymore.
Wait,
Every
I
single
can't.
night's crazy. That's you with Ice Age.
I know.
hold up. Similar era. Hold up. Similar era. It's like one of the best ones. I just watched it recently. She's the Man. So good.
Oh, she's the
That's a
man.
good
Is
one.
that Channing Tatum's? That's Channing
Yes.
Tatum's premiere, right? That's his first,
I think it is. Yeah.
Debut.
his
Yeah.
debut. Yeah. Oh, he's so good in that movie. That movie is so good.
So good.
Amanda Bynes
Oh
before
my
she's
gosh.
cracked out.
Oh, yeah,
Perfect.
Amanda Bynes. No, the other one that she's in, is it The President's Daughter or something?
No,
Well,
are
she
you talking
plays the
about the
president's
Disney
daughter.
movie?
What is that
Like
called?
My Date with the President's Daughter?
No, but it's
Oh,
similar concept. But yeah, I don't. That song might be in
Oh
it.
my
No,
gosh, no.
that was different.
Colin Firth is in it. I know exactly what you're
Yes,
talking about.
yes,
What
my
a girl
favorite.
wants. What a girl
What a Girl
wants.
Wants.
What a girl
Dude,
wants.
that movie is so good. I'm gonna watch it tonight because I
I'm gonna
forgot
watch that
I need to watch
tonight.
it tonight. One that's aged
No, they're
really
so
bad
good.
is 27 Dresses. 27 Dresses has aged terribly. I watched it like a few years ago, and I was like, was all this in it when I watched this movie? Like it's crazy. Like he like stalks her. There's so many weird comments that he makes that are like really like not cool. Like multiple times during it, and then she
Yeah.
gets with him. And I mean, still
it's
lovers, I
this
guess, but
2008
he
and
said some
under.
insane
Yeah.
stuff. Oh, did you see this? Did you see this movie, Maddie? I think we watched it together. I think we had to watch it together.
What?
Okay, guys. Underrated classic. I don't know why I've seen it a million times. It has a 19% on Rotten Tomatoes. It has
Whoa.
a 5.7 out of 10 on IMDb, and IMDb is always nice.
Banger.
And this is the film You Again.
Wait.
With the sister and the
With
brother.
Kristen Bell. Uh-huh.
I hate
I
it.
love that movie. I haven't seen it in years, so if it aged terribly, sorry. I haven't seen it in forever. But I loved that movie when it came out. I watched it all the time. I need
Yeah.
to watch it again.
No, I
Maybe
never.
it's bad.
What's
Very
that other?
similar, like the 27 Dresses vibes, though. Like the things Maddie hates in 27 Dresses also happen in You Again.
Well, okay,
What's that
no,
other one
what
with Chris?
Kristen
Sorry, go ahead.
Bell? The other one with Kristen
Yeah,
Bell?
I'm tripping. Oh,
She's
the
been in
one with
so many.
the. Oh, wait,
Hold
wait.
on, let me look.
That one I've seen a million times. But
Forgetting Sarah
Um,
Marshall.
forgetting Sarah Marshall.
there you go.
Is that the one?
No,
Yeah.
the
What was
thing
it?
about You
She's also
Again that
When
I
in Rome.
can't stand. Oh, yeah. The thing I can't stand about You Again is the fact that Kristen Bell's character thinks that she's so smart and so good for calling out her brother's fiance when I think they're both in the wrong. Like,
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
I understand you're upset that your brother is marrying your high school bully, but honestly, I don't care. I don't care because it was high school. Get over it. And also, she makes your brother happy. Like, you're not marrying her. You're gonna see her for maybe a couple holidays every year. Get over yourself. And the fact that you trash their whole, like, ceremony and you think that you're the hero?
Yeah, it's pretty
Get
crazy.
over it. Get over
But
it. Can't do it.
yeah, it's pretty rough. I'm reading the reviews now. I didn't
What
realize
does it
this movie was
say?
universally hated. I didn't realize this movie everyone hated because I watched it when I was like 10 or 11 years old,
You
please.
loved it?
And I loved it. I mean, I gotta watch it again, but the reviews are not it, guys. They're bad. Let me
Carolyn,
find a funny one. What?
Carolyn, we used to watch, okay, we used to watch this movie all the time. We watched it at least 4 times a week. Are you ready? I'm gonna put it up on my
That's
screen.
crazy. You guys are actually crazy.
Are you ready, Carolyn?
Oh, Revenge of the Bridesmaids. Freaking love, love, love.
Dude, have you not
Love
seen
that
Four
movie.
times a week?
ABC, ABC
We
Family
used to
before it was
watch it
Freeform?
all the time.
Yeah,
And
I
it
used
was
to
on
watch.
Netflix in the early Netflix days when Netflix first showed up and you could get it as an app, like on your Wii or TV. And we watched it like every sleepover. We watched Revenge of the Bridesmaids.
I'm gonna pivot you guys into hard romances,
What do you mean by
not
that?
rom-coms. I mean
Oh,
not
like
rom-coms. I mean like
just straight up
legit
romance.
drama. I'm talking
Moulin Rouge. You ever heard of Moulin Rouge?
heard of
Yes,
Moulin
great
Rouge.
movie.
I never
Great
seen
movie.
Moulin
Love
Great
that
music.
movie.
Great movie. Oh my gosh.
So good. It's also early 2000s. Do you see when I watched movies? That's it.
I
Just
watched
early 2000s.
movies. Um, you want intense movies? Is that what you said?
dramas,
No, just like
like real
just
Dramas.
romance.
romance, as in um
Just romance. Let's see.
it's crazy that Hitman is considered romance. I
The
mean, it is a romance,
the
but
Wedding
I wouldn't
Singer?
consider it that.
That's a
Oh,
rom-com.
I know, but that's what I have on my thing. Relax.
It's
Phantom of
so
the
good though
Opera.
because it's come on the classics like Titanic, like the classics.
I don't like
I have
Titanic.
not. I didn't like Titanic either. Finally, ground. I know, guys. I know.
I
You
don't
got
like
no
Titanic.
Take
stop.
I don't like
controversy.
Oh,
Titanic.
I didn't like
I
Titanic
don't
either.
like Titanic. I think
okay.
Kate Winslet
Elaborate.
did
Just
amazing.
give it to me.
I think Winslet did amazing.
The acting
I
is
think
really
it's
good.
acting's
You don't
great.
think
I think it's
young
beautifully
Leo
shot.
did amazing?
No,
I
that's
think it's
what they
beautifully
both did.
shot. I just, but like, it's 2 hours and I don't care. I just don't care.
Maddie's like, you
Like the
can't make me
type,
care about this movie.
you can't make me care about the movie. Do I think the Titanic story is interesting? Yeah, like conspiracy theories, all that. I love listening to that. I don't like
I
it.
think it's for me.
Maddie
It's like
doesn't like that toxic romance. Dang.
no, it's hard for
I
me to
don't.
get into a movie that I know the ending to. Like it's like as soon like I know how I
Okay.
know the Titanic sinks. I know it's not going to work out, and so then I'm sitting there for 2 hours
Yeah.
like this is all for naught.
Yeah,
So
that's
this is
another good
great.
reason.
You know, so I think
Well,
that's why I can't. That's why I didn't get into it in the
also,
film.
this pissed me off. The fact that she
Let's
throws that necklace in the ocean at the end.
That's true.
Piss
That's
me
true.
off. Why? Why would you do
Sell
that?
that
Why would
shit,
you do
dude.
that?
Get
Sell
some
it.
good
Put it in a
coin.
museum. Like that stuff is part of history that's important, and you just oh,
Oh,
that's what she does.
that little thing.
Little, oh, shut up.
Okay, here's a classic that we can all agree on, hopefully. The Princess Bride.
Yeah, it's a very good
Yeah,
movie.
Literally
very good movie.
anytime if I'm walking past and that movie's on the TV, I'm sitting down and I'm gonna watch the whole movie. Like it's so
Same.
good
I
every
agree.
time.
I do love that
Every
movie.
time it's better than I remember it being. It's just so good.
There's some. I can't get over that. There's like some real hot takes. Like
Are you surprised
Maddie,
about
do you not?
Titanic? What?
I'm surprised that every romance that has like any sort of like conflict or toxicity, you hate it.
I just,
I'm gonna
I
challenge
just
you.
have,
Maddie
I
said,
just,
Why?
Maddie said, get that conflict out of my romance, which
You
is
don't like that
crazy.
conflict.
I don't like that conflict. I don't. I just want to watch
Okay,
like a rom-com. Okay, well, what are, give me another one. Give me another one.
what about okay, like let's just be generic because this one is toxic. The Notebook is so toxic, right?
Hate it.
Okay, see there you go. So it
I
is
hate
true.
it.
It stands true that you hate toxic romance
I no,
in films.
okay, no, I hate it. No, I like the
Well, I
Notebook.
just don't. The thing is nowadays, and I would say this for Maddie too. Nowadays, when there's a toxic romance, they paint it as a toxic romance. They're like, this is bad. This is actually bad, guys. In the early 2000s, they were like, this is true love. This is passion. And it's like, no, they hate each other. And now they're going to be married and now they're going to hate each other. And their marriage is going to be terrible because they
But
actually
that's
do hate each other.
but here's my
My
take. That's what makes it entertaining. It's so boring otherwise. That's why I don't like
That's
Hallmark
true.
movies.
That's true.
it's very
Okay,
true,
wait, give me
but
one sec, guys. I gotta plug my thing in.
okay, well, I'm just gonna tell you why I don't like Titanic. Or not Titanic, Notebook.
The Notebook.
I like the Notebook for the most part. But what I have a really hard time with is like she knew she loved him
Hmm.
and she was just like that scene where like what do you want, whatever,
What
and
do you want?
she's like I don't know what I want. Like no, you do know what you want, but you're still gonna go back to that man. But like this guy built that house for you. He did all these like I just
But she was in love with two people. That happened.
she wasn't though. She
Yes, she
wasn't though.
was.
I don't think so. She
She
was
was.
not in
She
love
For
with
loved
that
what?
two
one
people.
guy.
Were
She
She
we
don't
were
was.
we
Yo,
know.
that
watching the
guy.
notebook?
Hey, that guy was a
But
G.
I know, but like the
That guy
thing
was a
is
G.
like no, it's just I
Yes.
I don't know. Because if she truly loved him, then she would not have gone with Noah and had that whole romantic little thing. If she truly loved that guy, the first guy, she would not have done that with Noah.
Okay, hear me out though. Life is messy. Like there's actually things that happen like that. I know that sounds like unrealistic to you, but like shit actually goes
Yeah,
down like that.
But I
So
I
think that's the
know.
point.
it's
I
not.
think like when Maddie and I watch movies, it's like I want to watch this movie because I want the movie to show me that people are actually better than they are. And I want to be
Mhm.
able to escape to that like world where people are better and where people act well, you know?
Yeah.
And so
Like,
when it
yeah.
ends up
Okay.
positive about someone that isn't acting well, I'm like, that sucks.
Hello, this is for Niko and Niko only. My mom is here to explain why she does not like the Titanic. Mom, explain why.
I just don't like it. I just don't like it.
Hello. After we ended the call, I was talking to Niko and we were talking about more movies, and obviously the episode was going on for too long, so we had to cut it short. But we were talking about La La Land, and he was like, he didn't, these are not his exact words, but this is how I'm reenacting it. But he was like, you probably hate La La Land. And I said, no, I actually really do like La La Land. And he was like, but it's like sad. And I said, well, obviously it's sad. For those who have seen La La Land, it is sad. Okay, the ending, they don't get together, and it's devastating. But here are the reasons I like it. And so he was like, the way you described La La Land and like why you like it, what you dislike about it, was really good. And you didn't say that at all in the episode about why you don't like Titanic and like The Notebook. So it just makes you look like a hater. And I said, for sure, I am a hater. of Titanic in the Notebook. Sorry, I am. And he was like, you should say why. I want to hear your reasons why. Now, here's the thing. I think it's okay to not like something and not have a reason to. Like for Timothée Chalamet, I don't have a reason why I don't like him. I just don't like him. He's never done anything mean to me. I don't know him personally. I have not seen him in like a role that he was bad in. Like there's just something off, and I don't know what it is. I just don't like him, and that's okay. Some people might think it's not okay, but it really is. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. It really is not. He really wants me to describe why I don't like the Titanic and the Notebook. And in the moment, I really didn't have a reason. Like, I knew in the back of my head, I was like, well, like all these, whatever. I didn't have a good reason in the moment. So, I wrote it down. I'm doing this for Niko because Niko really wants to know why I don't like these things. And the reason why I don't like the Notebook. Okay, first off, it's sad. Okay, I don't want to watch a sad romance movie. Romcom, whatever you want to call it. I don't want to watch something sad. I don't want to walk away from a movie in tears. Like, when I watch a movie, I want to be happy by the end and be like, that's such a good movie. Don't feel that way about Titanic or Notebook. I don't feel that way about Notebook. I feel sad. For Noah, the main character in the Notebook, obviously, he's really obsessive. And not like in a romantic gesture way. More like, oh, he's giving me the creeps. And I'll tell you why. Love Ryan Gosling. Love him. But first off, we meet him. And he's like, go out with me. And she's like, no, I'm not going to go out with you. I don't want to. He's like, why? I don't want to. So then he climbs the Ferris wheel. And she's out with a dude. And he climbs the Ferris wheel. And he says, if you don't go out with me, like if you say no, I'm going to drop and I'm going to die. And it's going to be your fault. Is that the exact words? I don't know. But that's what he's threatening. And then she's like, no. Fine, I'll go on a date with you. And apparently Niko and a bunch of other people are behind the screen being like, oh my gosh, that's so... No. No means no. She said, no, I don't want to go on a date with you. He should say, okay, walk away. But no, he was like, I'm going to myself if you don't go on a date with me. Their relationship was really weird to me because she would like hit him. Like she would slap him and push him around when she's angry. And the music is like, oh, it's so no, that's not romantic. I'm not gonna slap my husband or my boyfriend and like shove him away. No, that's abuse. I said it in the episode. I said what I said. I said that if she couldn't, like if she was with the, whatever his name is, like with the main guy or the fiance, if she was with him and then she had like, and then she sees Noah and she's like, oh my gosh, I love him. I used to be so, like if you're really debating, then you obviously know that the fiance is not the love of your life. You know that it's Noah. Speaking of Noah, if you know that she's in a relationship, why the frick are you flirting her, charming her, sleeping with her, having fun time with her? Like if I would, if I liked a guy, but I found out I need a girlfriend, hey, he's off limits. Because that makes sense. I'm not going to still try to go after him and be like, oh my gosh, but like, your girlfriend's like crazy. No. Off limits. Noah, get the message. She's engaged to another person. And his wife and his fiance cheated on him because she can't decide who she likes. Niko, why are we doing this? Niko, what the frick, bro? Okay, anyways. Now, the reason why I don't like Titanic. Main reason. It's too long. For people who know the ending, which is everyone, it's too long. It's too long. Okay, I read it in an article, an actual article, not just like TikTok article, but I read it in an article that the reason why the runtime is so freaking long is because it's the same amount of time it took for the actual Titanic to sink, which, hey, that's crazy interesting, and I like that a lot. But, you know, we all don't need to suffer for 2 hours. Here's the other issue that I have with it. Same with the Notebook. Niko, I think you need to get yourself checked because First of all, Jack, Leo, whatever his name is, Leo, Jack, Jack, he sees this girl, Kate Winslet. Hey, she's great. And he says, she has a fiance. I'm going to go flirt with her. I'm going to go charm her. We're going to have a one night stand. I'm going to take her dancing downstairs, have some beers, have some fun. I'm going to draw her. But she has a fiance. I think Niko just likes that toxic. What? I think Niko just likes the toxic relationships. He said it himself. These characters are picking women that are already in relationships. They're off limits. I don't care if their relationship is maybe not the best. Hey, they don't like their fiance. Then break up with them. I really don't want to be a hater. Like, I'm passionate about why I don't like these movies. And everyone's saying how Titanic is like one of the greatest love stories ever told. And in a way, it's a classic. Like, there's no doubt about it. It's a classic movie. To me, it's a love story that's like they met. I don't even know how long they knew each other. A day? 2 days at most. 2 days at most they knew each other. Greatest love story? I don't know about that. 2 days. She's choosing Jack, even in the afterlife, instead of her family and her husband that she obviously married because she had kids. And instead of going to them when she dies, she goes to Jack, who she had a one night stand with, who held her as she flew on the railing. He drew her. That's it. What also pissed me off, I did bring it up in the episode, that this guy literally flies her out there. He flies her out there and he's like, I'm looking for this necklace. Can you help me find it? She tells the whole story. Then she goes, ooh, throws the necklace that they've been searching the entire movie for, throws it in the ocean. Not a care in the world. It's a devastating love story about two people who just met. And then they get on a boat and it sinks. That's it. That's really the whole thing. People have different opinions about this, and that's okay. That's okay. What's great about being human is having different opinions. And Niko, I hope this was good enough for you.
Complicated.
It's
Here's
complicated.
I
my
like that
thing.
stuff.
I like it when when the two characters challenge each other, which does mean that there's butting heads because they challenge each other to be like better people than they are. And usually that is conflict. Like usually there's conflict that leads to that growth. And I like it when it's like that. But I don't know. With The Notebook, it just feels toxic for 90% of the time.
That's so funny. I'm so different than you guys because I love that messy love story. Like
I
I don't
just
want to
have a
hear. I
hard
mean,
time. Because
Well, then you're gonna
actually-
freaking love Pride and Prejudice, though. Actually, Niko, you're gonna love Pride and
you'll
Prejudice.
love it. Dude, it's good.
Yeah,
That's the only
like
time
that.
Because
where
it
I'm
does
just like,
that well. It does that well.
There's
I
other times
really
where
love enemies to lovers. Okay? But
you're a
I don't
little goody
know.
goody, Maddie.
I'm not a goody goody.
You're a little goody goody. Yeah,
No, I'm not.
sorry. You like A Walk to Remember, huh?
I
Walk
do
to
like A
Remember's
Walk
so
to Remember.
good.
I
That's the
do.
kind of love that you like. I mean, I like it too.
No, it's
I love
just,
A Walk to
it's
Remember,
just
but
devastating. Like, I do love A Walk to Remember.
let's see what else. I got some Silver Linings. That's toxic.
I hate it.
Silver Linings Playbook. See, look. Oh my God.
No, it's just everyone. No, I hate it because everyone's just.
I can't, Maddie.
No,
I hate you.
everyone's just angry. The entire movie. The entire movie, everyone's just yelling at each other and they're mad about something. It's just like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, no,
Jennifer
I
Lawrence,
agree
though, is
with Maddie on that
great.
one too.
Jennifer Lawrence is great in that movie, though. She has some great monologues, great scenes. But also, there's parts of it where I'm just like, oh, I can't watch it. Like, it's so cringy. Like, when they're in that restaurant and she's screaming at him, I cannot actually watch it. And I don't like it.
See, I think what's hard too, and I totally understand Maddie's take because I've watched a lot of movies that I can be like, this movie was important, and it's a good thing it came out, and it's a good thing people watched it. It's a good thing. Like there were lessons to be learned in this film. I
Hmm.
felt that way with Taxi Driver because I watched Taxi Driver because Theo said it was one of his favorites, and I was like,
He dislikes Robert De Niro. That's it.
this the whole time. But it was an important movie, and it was good that it came out, and it's really important for
Yeah.
mental health, specifically for men. Yada yada yada. But
Yeah.
but I don't enjoy watching them because I'm, sitting down to watch a movie to relax, and then when also when there's no dynamic in the film besides dramatic scenes where they're fighting, the movie's not interesting to me because we're
Yeah.
It has to
here
have
the
the up
whole
and
time.
yeah, it has
Yeah,
to be
because
the up and down.
it
Yeah.
has to do this or do this. But if it's just here the whole time, which a lot of those toxic romance things are, I'm just like,
You just want to be like you want the escapism. You're not even looking into like the acting of it or all of the other like little nuances. It's like you're
Not
looking
really.
for escapism purely.
I want a rom-com that is it's just fun and silly and like
10
I
things
don't
I
like
hate about
Romeo
you.
and Juliet. Freaking love that movie. Guys, I'm not even joking. I freaking love Romeo and Juliet.
know. No, get out of
Yes,
here.
it's a great
Romeo
It's a
and
great
Juliet.
movie. Guys, Romeo and Juliet's
Romeo!
fucking fire. I don't care
Romeo!
what anyone says, guys. So
Oh, I
good.
thought you said Romeo and Juliet, not Nomeo.
No,
I agree,
Nomeo with the
I agree with
gnomes.
Nomeo. I agree with Nomeo. Hey, relax. I agree with
Whoa,
Nomeo.
whoa, you're about to put down the young Leo in the Romeo and Juliet?
I don't care for young Leo, okay? I said it. I don't care about young Leo. I don't care.
Guys,
I don't care. Leonard,
Me and Maddie are on two separate yeah.
I like a romance movie that, doesn't really have too much meaning to it. Like one for the money. Hey,
Hey, I
one
like
for
that
the
you're
money.
honest. I like that you're honest.
Great
It's
rom-com,
honesty.
okay?
Yeah.
The story doesn't mean anything. It's about picks up these files for her cousin that's like, hey, let's go be a bounty hunter and go arrest these people. And one of them
hmm
happens to be her ex-boyfriend. Great. Love it. I don't think anything of it. I leave
And
watching
you're
it
good.
being like, I'm happy. Great ending. Titanic. I'm pissed
Mirror
off
Mirror.
she threw. Great movie. Great movie, dude.
I
Wait,
love that movie. Sorry, Maddie, I
Wait.
interrupted your thought with Mirror Mirror. I'm sorry.
What movie?
Mirror
Mirror.
Mirror, the best Snow White movie ever.
Lily
You've seen it.
Collins?
Look it up. It's
You've
2014.
seen
no.
You've seen
I've
it.
seen it. I've seen it. I have a huge crush on Lily Collins. Yeah, I've seen it.
Oh,
It's a great
2012.
movie.
Yeah,
Great movie. Carolyn, we saw that in theaters.
interesting.
But
Hot
I
take.
saw Sonic. I saw Sonic 3.
Me too. So
Love
good.
that movie. Fire. Best rom-com of
That
the year.
trilogy. Trilogy's
The
underrated.
romance.
The trilogy's underrated
Shadow?
for sure.
Fantastic.
Yeah, Shadow. Hey, Shadow got
You
it.
scared the shit out of me.
I have always
Oh
been
my
a
gosh.
Knuckles girl, though. I love Knuckles.
What do you mean? I'm in here. Gosh,
You-
Zach just gave me a heart attack
You be yelling right now.
because I didn't hear him come in because I was yelling about Shadow, the love of my life, Shadow,
I
and
love
then the love of my
Knuckles.
life walks in the room, and I'm like, oh
Maddie
my
likes
gosh.
them big, strong, bare, country.
Knuckles has my back, bro. I know he does. That
You don't like Shadow's toxic, huh? Yeah, you don't like Shadow.
No,
No.
Shadow's not toxic. He's
Not
just
toxic.
emo. I'm very easily entertained. And that's beautiful.
That's
and there's nothing
great.
I
wrong
am
with
too.
that.
There's
You
nothing
know?
wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that.
Maddie
But
is not easily entertained, huh?
I am easily entertained.
No.
I don't
No,
know. You
it's
had a
not
lot of
easily
hate
entertained.
towards some movies, some
No,
classics.
it's just like, but like, what's so entertaining about those classics?
It's
Like,
and Maddie, you gotta
what's
accept it. It's all right.
Like,
It's,
but like, what's so interesting about The Notebook?
it's
What's
amazing.
so
I watch it
interesting
every
about
year.
the Titanic?
Every year. I watched
What?
that almost every year as well.
But like, what's so interesting about it? Like, oh,
The
it's young
complexity of
Leo.
it.
What's
Young Leo
complex
is
about the
a baddie,
Titanic?
bro.
The Titanic, they got on a boat and it sinks. That's it. That's it. What's complex?
Yeah, but
What's complex?
it's about Rose and her marriage, and she's she's cheating,
Oh,
but she's not in love, and it's like arranged, and it's
she hates
complex,
the rich
and there's
guy.
like
Oh,
there's
the
like a whole different
worst.
life that's outside of her life that like she's never been exposed to back in periods, and it's I don't know, I find it fascinating.
I love that you love that, Nico. I love that for you, but I will not watch it. I don't like it,
That's
and that's
okay.
fine. And
I
that's
accept you
fine.
for your take.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I like a romance that's just fun and cheesy, you know? Like
I
Pride,
get that vibe.
Pride, Prejudice, and Zombies. Love it.
I love that movie.
I don't need to think about it.
Okay,
I don't need to
Nico,
think.
watch 2005 Pride and Prejudice and then watch Pride and Prejudice and Zombies. I'm not gonna lie, Pride and Prejudice and Zombies is the most ridiculous movie I've ever seen in my life, and
Love
I
it
love it.
though.
And it's so funny.
It's Lily Collins.
It's
No,
so funny.
Lily.
It's
Lily
the girl that
who?
played
Rosette.
Cinderella. It's the girl that played Cinderella,
Lily
and
James.
she
Lily
Lily
James.
James, and
Thank you.
it's one of her breakout roles because I think she did Downton Abbey before this, but
Yeah.
she might not have. It might have been a breakout, but it's really good. It's so funny. It's so silly. It's so dumb, and it's great. Did you guys see Lady Bird? It's not even a romance.
Of
I
course.
just love that movie.
Lady Bird?
I did
All the May
watch Lady
24th.
I love
Bird.
that movie. That movie was very like influential. I watched that in college for
Yeah.
my
Yeah.
film class, and I was like, this is really good. And it is an art house. I know, Maddie, it's not your favorite, but it's just such a powerful movie. It was like one of those that it's like, I'm not gonna watch it again. Like I'm not gonna watch it 16 times, but it was very powerful and important. Like it was an important movie.
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot of those, like for me, those coming of age films usually come at a time when I need it. And it is powerful because you watch it
Yeah.
and you leave with that epiphany. So
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I felt with that one. And like I'll probably won't ever watch it again because I sobbed so much. But like it was just so good and powerful
Yeah.
and a great
I do
movie.
love a feel-good movie.
Dude,
that
the
was
ending of that movie.
What can I
so
say?
yeah,
So
I know.
good. So good.
Like Eddie the Eagle.
Such a good movie.
That movie,
Eddie the Eagle's so good. I love that movie. Did
I
you ever
watched
see that
it-
one, Nico?
I have not seen it. I've
You
never even
should.
heard
It's
of it.
it's based on a true story. It is
And it's
so
so
good.
good.
Like it's very inspirational for me,
Mm-hmm. It's a sports
even though
one.
I don't want to be a ski jumper. But
Oh wow,
like,
that looks
it's really good.
interesting.
And
Yeah,
there's
no,
a
Nico, it's up your alley. It's like a film.
Oh,
It's a film appreciator movie. Like
Taron
Yes.
Egerton. I love Taron Egerton.
I'm telling you,
That
I'm
dude.
telling you, he was
He's
really
so
good.
Yeah.
No, but there's a scene in that movie where, or I mean, it's like the entire film where he's just like, no one believes in him. Like, he wants to be he wants to be an Olympian. Like, that's his dream. And literally no one believes in him except for his mom. And, uh, but the entire film, he's like, no, I'm gonna be an Olympian. I'm gonna be a ski jumper, and I'm gonna be in the Olympics, and I'm gonna get a medal. I'm gonna do all these things. But the entire movie, you have all these people being like, oh, that's never gonna happen for you, whatever. And it's Hugh
it's like
Jackman.
the Soul Surfer of 2015. It's just like
I like
really
those.
inspiring and heartfelt and like bound
Like, I cry
family and
every
just
time.
sweet. Like it's just
Yeah.
so good.
You feel like
I
you can
cry.
tackle the world after those movies hit.
Mhm.
Yes. Yes. Especially for that movie. Man, I'll probably go watch it. I cry every time. I cry every
It's so
time.
good. It's very
Oh,
inspiring.
like the
Yeah, because when he finally makes it, because I mean, it's a true story. So when at the very end, you're just like, oh my gosh, if he could do it, I mean, I could do anything.
I feel like you
I'll
cry
be an
in every movie. Do you cry in every movie, Maddie? Because that whole Dobby is free
Maybe.
thing, like
Don't start, dude. She'll do it right away. It works every time, dude. Don't do it, dude. Don't do it, dude. You got her. Matthew did this literally last time we were on.
yo, Maddie got. Yo,
You do this every damn time.
I'm so sorry, Carolyn. I tried to put it in context and it still worked.
What the frick
No,
is
you
wrong with
can't.
you?
You can't say the words, dude.
It's honestly like it should be psychologically studied.
It's just so sad. It's so sad.
I'm sorry, Maddie.
Because in the
I'm so
book, they
sorry.
put the song on his grave because he's free.
Can I tell you something funny since she's in the state now? We can talk about it.
Yeah.
So when we were in London doing the studio tour of Harry Potter, there was a tote bag that says the famous saying that makes Maddie tear up, and I bought it to bring on set.
No way.
Oh my gosh, I was ruined. We were walking around the museum and I was like, I know what's coming up. I know what's coming up, bro. At the museum, I know what's coming
Oh,
up.
there was like
And-
a whole room that was just dedicated to that, and
Dobby,
Maddie's like,
yeah.
"This is gonna take a second."
Oh
And I'm
my
walking
God.
around the museum just like the
Were people like looking at you like, whoa, what is going on?
I don't think so.
I just think it's Maddie.
That poor guy. That poor guy.
It's It's honestly crazy how
It's-
it's so instantaneous.
Yeah, and so many actors are just so jealous of it. We talked to Theo about that. We were like, "Are you jealous, Theo, that
Yeah.
there's just a word where you could just
It's just like
instantly
the
start
fact.
sobbing?"
I know Matt made me cry during callbacks because he said it, but
'Cause
it's
he
just
did it.
like it's just
Freaking mad.
like reading the book.
I know.
It hits so different.
I know. That's why the new series will probably be, because it's gonna have every
Dude,
It'll finally- yeah.
he loved him so much.
Maddie.
Destroyed. I'm gonna cut all that part out, and then you're just gonna cut to me crying.
No, just put something else that Niko said, and then make that be like he
The
made you
crying.
cry.
That's funny.
Thank you guys. Thanks for joining us for Valentine's Day. We had a lot of really hot takes today. If you disagree with them, good for you.
I know Niko
That's great.
disagrees with
Everyone's
I disagree.
entitled
I
to their
disagree with
own
Maddie.
opinion. You guys
Niko
have a wonderful Valentine's Day. I hope you watch a movie you enjoy, and that we didn't ruin one
That's-
that you love.
That's not The Notebook. Don't watch The Notebook.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Bye, guys.
Bye.